Hi guys, and welcome to another video. Great Tech New Horizons Extended Server, week number 8. I'm pretty sure I'm starting to lose count. So yeah, not much happened this week, especially because um, my recording of last week got screwed over. So I recorded the last week's episode like 3 days ago. So this update will only be for like Thursday, Friday, and a little bit of today, Saturday. Uh, and yeah, so basically, not much to see, not much to show. Will be a very quick episode, I think. So let's start. I've been working on getting the space stuff. Actually, the last episode that I was going to work on the base, but the thing is with the base, like I've said in the last episode, I'm still not sure how to do this, and I don't really want to like stop all progression to try and figure out how I'm going to work this, because I have no clue, and I think I won't figure it out until later. And also, we still have like a lot of space around these parts of the base. These two sections here have a lot of space, and we can even put machines in these spaces. Actually, I have planned for this initially, so if we need to put machines here, we can. So technically, we still have a lot of space available to to place machines and so on. But yeah, I really wanted to start working on a new space that we are going to use later on. But yeah, uh, in the meantime, I've been working on the space stuff. I mean, I can just pin those out or unpin them, and I'm just starting to work on this. These are a lot of resources, but I think it won't be that hard. I don't think, at least. So yeah, I've been also working on getting some more steel, so let's get that cooking up. This is pretty fast in our blast furnace. But yeah, besides that, I completely actually forgot that I needed industrial TNT. I knew I needed it, but I don't know why. I kinda forgot per se that I would need a lot of this. In my mind, I actually don't know what I was thinking about this, but yeah, I did the setup for the industrial TNT. We can also use normal TNT, but industrial TNT is better. So that's what I'm using. And yeah, the nitric acid we are getting from there. I don't know why Ender Creeper just spawned in. But yeah. So yeah, and also the sulfuric acid is coming from that LCR. The sugar was actually another. I mean, most of the time I've been playing since the last episode, and this was probably working on the fucking sugar. But yeah, um, yeah, this makes the stuff that we need for the sulfuric acid. We still have to work on the diluted sulfuric acid. Not don't really have a plan for this right now. We can just transform it in sulfuric acid again, but I think a more permanent setup for this would be better, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this for now. Maybe just void it, not sure. But yeah, and then we have of course the implosion compressor for that. So moving on, as you guys can see, all of the remaining of the base is fine, right? Here is also pretty normal. So let's go upstairs, and basically my main focus was actually on the crops. The crops are a pain. I actually hate the crops. Um, yeah, I don't really like this. But let's harvest this all. I've been working on the mainly the stick reeds, as you guys can see, which are used for resin and also for sugar. We can for the sugar cans. and we can use the sugar cans to get sugar, of course. So those were my main two focuses this week. Or okay, or in this playtime. So I have, as you guys saw, I have some crops. I actually have more in these. Yeah, as you guys can see, I've been working hard on this, mostly AFKing and taking care of the weeds because the weeds are constantly spawning. Pretty annoying. But yeah, also the sugar beets are pretty cool for sugar. I prefer these over the sugar canes, and I've been trying to grow them out, but it's pretty hard. So yeah, it's a little bit annoying for that. And this we can just take with us to process. I went through a lot of crop sticks, lots of wheat. The stats, growing the stats, this is actually pretty annoying. This is one of the things that AgriCraft. I don't know if you guys know the mod. I don't think it's really that used anymore in the latest modded versions. But yeah, basically you can combine parents to get a child with at least the same stats of the parents, I think. But in IC2 it's just, well, you can get everything from trash to extremely good. And most of the times you get trash. And also the breeding to get the different species is completely random. Um, in AgriCraft you had to combine two parents, two specific parents, to get a new breed. In here you can, I don't know, I'm not going to say you can get every single kind, but you can get most stuff. As you guys can see, I have a bunch of different species in here. Don't really know if they are called species, but we'll go with it. And the thing is that most of them came from trying to breed the stickweed and trying to up their stats. So I'm just combining stickweed with stickweed, stickweed with stickweed, and most of these are stickweeds as I've just shown you guys. But the thing is, I keep getting new species from this, so instead of actually trying to increase the stats on this, which is already a pretty annoying task to begin with, most of the times I'm not really succeeding with that because most of the times they grow into other species or weed, which is even more annoying. The weed is even more annoying. I actually need to AFK to take care of the weeds because otherwise the weeds will consume all of the plants, which is great mechanic. Good job, IC2. So yeah, it's a pain. It's actually a pain. I actually hate this, so I'm just doing this because some of the byproducts are pretty good. The sugar bits are pretty good. The resin is pretty good. I was actually running out of this, and I think I'll be cutting down these trees pretty soon, since well, as you guys can see, I just cut them and they are back up again. So with their stats, which are not that good, they are okay, but they are not that good. They grow pretty fast, so we are good on that. Um, but yeah, besides that, it's pretty annoying to get the stats because yeah, in AgriCraft you get at least the same of the parents. But let's see, we have a 1390 and we have a 1481, so we should get at least like 1380, kinda like that. And I could get like a 1010 from this, which is pretty random, but it happens. And this is if it actually spreads to be another stickweed and not another species, which happens often. So yeah, I've been trying to level up this stuff. It's pretty bad. I have came to do this. So yeah, I'm working on that. I actually also have flax, as you guys could see. I have flax for the string that, well, I got by breeding, right? So I have some terror ward. This is mostly useful for Tomcraft and also to remove potion effects, like negative potion effects. The glow flower is not really that useful, I think. This is for glowstone, I think, but I think there should be another plant that does this better, but I'm not sure about. I have salt roots. Salt roots are pretty important for salt and for chlorine, because there's not really any good way to get chlorine at this point, so we can just use this to get salt, and with salt we electrolyze it, of course, to get chlorine, which is pretty useful. So these are actually pretty nice to get, as well as the blaze reeds, which, as you guys saw, these give blaze rods. And I also have some normal reeds. I was trying to grow these ones because I don't know why, but like some hours ago I thought, well, we are just leveling up the stick reeds, but we actually need the sugar, so we need to level up this. But then, just now I actually remembered, we don't need to level up this for sugar. We can just use the sugar bits, which give us much more sugar, because like one of these is just one sugar, whereas one of these is actually 8 sugar, so it's much better to use the sugar bits instead of using like the normal sugar canes, right? So we'll be using that. The thing is, yeah, they sometimes don't drop, and this is also another complaint that I have about these crops, is that they are really random when they actually drop the seed packets and when they don't. So like I just well, I can't really show it right now, but well, just then didn't even drop anything. This is 5 gain. So basically the gain stat is how much you get when you harvest it, and it says that it's on 5 out of 31, mind you. This can go up to 31 if each of the stats go up to 31. So yeah, unlike Agrocraft where it maxes out at 10, this goes to 31. And worst of all is that if you get the growth higher than, I think it's 21, 23, I'm not sure, they actually start to spread out weeds, which in my mind makes no sense. So yeah, I might look into doing some config adjustments to these, because yeah, as I'm showing you guys, it's pretty annoying the way the IC2 crops work. So yeah, but I've been rambling about this for like half of the video, but yeah, I actually don't like this mechanic at all. The good thing is that, well, with the stats they have now, they grow pretty fast, so that's a plus. But still, yeah, 7 gain and actually 0 drops, so yeah, and I was trying to say this earlier, but I don't think I got my message across. If we wanted to actually, like, instead of breeding those two together, if you wanted to get like another crop here, it just wouldn't work. We'd need to breed these two together to try and get this species so we can then move it. And then when moving, the seed drop might not drop. It is a pain overall. It is a pain overall. So yeah, for next week, I think I'm going to do this a little bit more and also start working on the bees, because that is actually something I should have started. I should have started working on the bees while doing this, so I didn't need to FK as much. Which is not really FK because I need to keep paying attention because of the fucking weeds. But yeah, I'm probably going to start bees next week, so if we manage to get some cool bees. But yeah, that might be a pain because we might need some kind of accelerator or something like that, so it isn't that much of a pain. But we'll see. We'll see. I have no more changes to show with you guys. Just wanted to welcome a new player we just got this week. So welcome in, Cyborg. And yeah, that's basically it for this week's update, or I mean the last 3 days, I guess. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed it. Oh, actually, I forgot to go over the remaining of the plans. My bad. So yeah, we have normal wheat, we have the brown mushrooms. These actually are used for the mist blocks we are using in our base, these ones. So these are actually pretty important. And also we have some glowing earth coral. This we got randomly from the wood, as I've showed earlier. But the good thing about this is that this will be used later on for Sonarium, and Sonarium is it's a bit hard to get. It will be a bit hard to get the Sonarium. I remember I had to do I actually had to do the water tank. I don't even. It was not the algae farm, or was it? Was the algae farm? It might have been. Uh, glowing. Let's see. Yeah, it was the algae farm for the glowing coral. That's why. That's how I got this last time. But this time I'll do the algae farm earlier. I was actually thinking already of building it. Right now it will not bring us anything necessary or that we cannot get from any other means. But I think it's a cool multi-block, and I really want to try to get as much as different machines built, even if we don't necessarily build them. I mean, this is not really really good recommendation, of course, but I mean, I just want to have some fun with Greg. So that's what I'll be doing, right? So yeah, but I'm going to end this episode here for now. Too much rambling about the crops, but well, they are pretty annoying for me. So hope you guys have enjoyed it, and hope to see you guys next time. Bye bye.